Consul was the highest elected office of the appointive office under the Roman Empire. The title was also used in other city-states and also revived in modern states, notably in the First French Republic. The relating adjective is consular, from the consularis. Modern use of the term. In modern terminology, a consul is a type of diplomat. The American Heritage Dictionary defines consul as an official appointed by a government to reside in a foreign country and represent its interests there. In most governments, the consul is the head of the consular section of an embassy, and is responsible for all consular services such as immigrant and non-immigrant visas, passports, and citizens' services for expatriates living or traveling in the host country. Medieval city-states. Throughout most of southern France, a consul was an office equivalent to the échevins of the north and roughly similar with English aldermen. The most prominent were those of Bordeaux and Toulouse, which came to be known as jurats and capitouls, respectively. The capitouls of Toulouse were granted transmittable nobility. In many other smaller towns, the first consul was the equivalent of a mayor today, assisted by a variable number of secondary consuls and jurats. His main task was to levy and collect tax. The Dukes of Gaeta often used also the title of consul in its Greek form, hypartos. The city-state of Genoa, unlike ancient Rome, bestowed the title of consul on various state officials, not necessarily restricted to the highest. Among these were Genoese officials stationed in various Mediterranean ports, whose role included helping Genoese merchants and sailors in difficulties with the local authorities. This institution, with its name, was later emulated by other powers and is reflected in the modern usage of the word. French Revolution. French Republic. After Napoleon Bonaparte staged a coup against the Directory government in November 1799, the French Republic adopted a constitution which conferred executive powers upon 3 consuls, elected for a period of 10 years. In reality, the first consul, Bonaparte, dominated his 2 colleagues and held supreme power, soon making himself consul for life and eventually, in 1804, emperor. The office was held by Napoleon Bonaparte, Emmanuel Joseph Sieyès, Roger Ducos, provisional consuls, Napoleon Bonaparte, Jean-Jacques Cambyses, Charles-François Lebrun, consuls. Roman Republic. The French-sponsored Roman Republic was headed by multiple consuls: Francesco Riganti, Carlo Luigi Costantini, Duke Bonelli Crescenzi, Antonio Bassi, Gioacchino Pessuti, Angelo Stampa, Domenico Maggi. Provisional consuls: Liborio Angelucci, Giacomo de Mattias Panarzi, Repi, Ennio Quirino Visconti. Consuls: Brigi Calisti, Francesco Pierelli, Giuseppe Re, Federico Maria Domenico Michel, Zacglione. Consuls. Consular rule was interrupted by the Neapolitan occupation, which installed a provisional government. Prince Giambattista Borghese, Prince Paolo Maria Aldobrandini, Prince Gabriele Marchese, Camillo Massimo, Giovanni Ricci. Rome was occupied by France and again by Naples, bringing an end to the Roman Republic. Bolognese Republic. The short-lived Bolognese Republic, proclaimed in 1796 as a French client republic in the central Italian city of Bologna, had a government consisting of 9 consuls and its head of state was the Presidente del Magistrato, i.e., chief magistrate, a presiding office held for 4 months by one of the consuls. As noted above, Bologna already had consuls at some parts of its medieval history. Later modern republics. Paraguay. In between series of juntas, the young republic was governed by consuls of the republic in power. The 12th of October 1813 to 12 February 1814, José Gaspar Rodrigues de Francia y Velasco. the 12th of February 1814 to 12 June 1814 Fulgencio Yegros y Franco de Torres, the 12th of June 1814 to 3 October 1814 José Gaspar Rodriguez de Francia y Velasco. He stayed on as supreme dictator the 3rd of October 1814 to 20 September 1840. After a few presidents of the Provisional Junta, there were again consuls of the Republic, the 14th of March 1841 to 13 March 1844. Carlos Antonio López Yns Fran plus Mariano Roque Alonso Romero. Thereafter all Republican rulers were styled President. Other uses in antiquity. Other city-states. While many cities had a double-headed chief magistracy, often another title was used, such as duumvir, in native styles such as medix, but consul was used in some private sphere. It was not uncommon for an organization under Roman private law to copy the terminology of state and city institutions for its own statutory agents. The founding statute, or contract, of such an organization was called lex law. The people elected each year were patricians, members of the upper class. Revolutionary Greece. Among the many petty local republics that were formed during the first year of the Greek Revolution, prior to the creation of a unified provisional government at the First National Assembly at Epidaurus, were the Consulate of Argos had a single head of state, styled consul, the 28th of March 1821 to 26 May 1821. Starmatellos Antonopoulos. The Consulate of East Greece was headed the 1st of April 1821 to 15 November 1821 by 3 consuls, Lambros Nagos, Ioannis Logothetis and Amp, Ioannis Philin. Note: in Greek, the term for consul, hypartos, which translates as supreme one, and hence does not necessarily imply a joint office.